gotta smack it for good luck.
Like,
you just smack it. There you go.
So the idea was to make tortillas.
Pitas.
And then we have some guacamole.
And we love some guac. And then we're gonna put some sauteed mushrooms on there that we're gonna toss in this hot sauce with a bit of sesame.
On top of that, I'm gonna make a chitra salad. Chitra, actually, how do you translate that to English?
Like chickpeas, garbanzo beans.
Exactly.
The whole mess of flavor. And then,
did you hear that, Kara?
yeah.
You're a spiritual being.
It's a virgin olive oil, baby. Evo.
Woo! I'm just gonna fry this a little until it gets crispy-ish, and then I'm gonna add salt.
And over here, I chopped up some shroomies because we're gonna saute these in a little bit.
Actually, we have never cooked together.
Oh yeah, this is our first time cooking together, so that's pretty wild. Welcome to our cooking show.
I just finished the chickpeas, the chitra, because they're also gonna go in the salad after, and then when you add fresh olive oil, they're gonna be soft again, and then it's all gonna be...
Then over here, I got a bit of a starter going with some like yeast and flour. We're gonna make some pitas here. You can see some of the bubbles still in there, which means that the yeast activator wasn't dead. And then I'm just adding a bit of flour now to like make the actual dough. Oh, wow, that's so fluffy.
Yeah?
That means it's like fermented really nicely. Because the fluffiness comes from like the air bubbles that forms from the yeast consuming the sugar.
We invited some people to eat together after, and they just arrived. I'm so happy that the avocados are all good, because it's such a hassle with them.
We're just gonna do a bit of mushrooms with a bit of olive oil. We're gonna let that get hot, and then we're just gonna throw in a bit of salt and a bit of sumac. Sumac is commonly used in Turkish cuisine, and sumac is actually a flour that's like dehydrated and pulverized, and you get kind of like a floral, smoky flavor out of it. It's really nice. We're gonna toss that all with this this hot sauce that I'll show you guys in a second. Basically, I took this one. I essentially tried to make an everything bagel, but in a hot sauce. So like onion, garlic, sesame seeds, poppy seed. It's basically like a bunch of flavors, and it's pretty good. Yeah, it's pretty good.
I came to Albania on holidays, and I really liked it. And then I kind of came back for like a language class. I wanted to stay. In order to do so, you still need to apply for a residency.
Right.
And then you either have to be married or you have to have a business.
Right.
So I decided to open a business.
Right.
So I just decided to open a co-working space.
Okay.
Which is where we are right now.
In the D4 co-working space / test kitchen / restaurant.
Yeah. And now it's 3 years. And I still am learning the language. I feel like I have a good vocabulary in certain topics, like food, for example, like stuff that you use every day.
Yeah.
And then when it comes to, like, for example, emotions, I feel like I've never learned to say how I feel.
It's okay. Most Albanians haven't, so.
So I just smashed the, how are they called? Avocados. Okay. Yeah. And I didn't do anything else yet, so this was the first step. Now I'm gonna add some lime, because if you don't do that, it gets brown.
Citric acid helps so that it doesn't oxidize as quickly. You can do that too on like on your fruits. So if you have like fruits sitting out, you can just like give them a little spray of citric acid and or like lemon juice, you know. So yeah, the mushrooms over here, we salted them a bit. How much salt?
Not much, no. What we didn't say is that we actually decided to take this hoisin sauce,
yeah,
mix it with a little bit of water, and put it on the mushrooms again.
Use that to add a bit of flavor to the mushroom, just so that we kind of caramelize the mushrooms in the hoisin sauce.
Oh my god.
Look how much it's grown, dude. Look how much. Look at that. My mother asked me, when are you going to give me a grandson? Here you go. Here you go. Little baby. Anyway, I grew up in the States
As a wee lad.
and now I'm not living there anymore. Now I'm here. My first kitchen was was McDonald's when I was 15. I worked at McDonald's for 2 years.
Yeah, I grew up in Germany and it was not cool to go to McDonald's when I was small.
Yeah.
So I've never been there.
I worked at a place that made grilled cheese sandwiches, which was it's called Toast. I also worked for 2 years at a barbecue place. And then I also worked at a fast service Italian place called Spoleto. That's probably where I learned the most because they hired this guy called, what was his name, Joshua Korn. He was like master chef at some point or some shit, and he and his business, they came in there to do like the culinary setup of the kitchen. So he taught a lot about organization and like how to be a proper chef.
Do you take my knife, chef?
Or like a cook more so, because chef is a whole nother.
I have actually never worked in a professional kitchen, but I'm working in the same office since I'm 17 actually. And at some point we started cooking like lunch together. And we were 10 people. I did the cooking part because I was the cheapest worker, I guess. And then I just started cooking for them, for all of them. I'm crying.
Oh, I did. Sorry. Okay, so you don't want to try the mushrooms? That's fine.
I would really like to.
Ooh, they're so good. Oh yeah, look at that. That's growing.
I just put all of that on top of the. Wow.
The chitra,
The chitra, the chickpeas. Okay, I'm gonna cut some of this now, and I'm gonna cut the rest of the vegetables. Celery, tomatoes. Just Photoshop some other people's hands doing like this really salator.
Need salt.
Yeah, I definitely need salt, but I would really like to let it also sit a little bit and then salt it because sometimes it after salts.
Let the flavors get to know each other.
Let the flavors meet.
Check that out. Just fucking look at that.
Wow.
Look at that.
Oh.
Yeah. It's fucking spongy. See spongy. You get it? It's like a watermelon. That's what you want. You want a watermelon.
It really sounds like a watermelon actually.
Beautiful.
Do you actually want that?
I do.
I accidentally threw the towel on the microphone.
Well, we're not using that microphone anymore.
So we're gonna roll these out. Some of these are too small by themselves. Thinking, what if we like cut them into like chip sizes?
Oh, like that.
That's fine.
They are turning out pretty nice. Look at the bubbles. Just please laugh when I make jokes. That's everything that I ask you.
Da haben sie caption, da haben sie in yours.
VEPRAT.
On the right side, yeah.
Hit that like and subscribe. Make us